I've had these dolls for months now and they need cleaning up and sorting out, so I think I'm just going to do a voiceover and we can chill today and just talk about random things. I've had these for months now and I need to clean them up. I haven't gotten around to it. I've been in a bit of a slump with dolls at the moment. So I have ADHD and my brain just flips from one thing to another, and dolls haven't really been a focus for me as of late. So that's why I haven't really been posting a lot, just because I really need to be in the zone to dedicate a whole day to film and edit a video. But hopefully with this I'll actually be productive, because like I said, I've had these for months. I need to get them done. And I've also, it's my birthday yesterday, I also got Kylie Jenner. She is super pretty. She's got gel in her hair, so we'll be doing that as well. I don't know where they're from, like what season, who they are. So if I'll try find pictures, insert them on the screen now so you guys can see who they are and I can figure out who they are, because like I said, I don't know. I got these all from the charity shop, so that's why they're a bit worse for wear. As you see, £2. I think I got her for £1. I find it's quite rare to find Bratz in charity shops, I mean, especially where I live. And like, these guys have actually got shoes and stuff on. She had an outfit on, but as you can see by her legs, she's not in the greatest condition, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't know whether it's mold or what, but I've tried so hard to get this off. I've used magic erasers, baking soda, I've even done an acne treatment on it, and it's just not come off. And it's gotten to the point where I've had her for ages now, so I think I'm just gonna fix her up and make her look nice, and I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Also, another thing I noticed with this one, her torso is a different color to the rest of her. I don't know whether that's just to do with age or what. As you can see, it looks quite yellow. Oh, and she's got a crack there, I never noticed that either. But I don't know, we're gonna just clean them up and see where we get. And I really want to put these on my little shelf and finally do something productive today, so let's see how this goes. I know it's quite dark and you can't really see much. There is a storm outside, like it's quite bad. I forgot the name of what it is, but it's hitting the UK at the moment, so if you hear the wind and the rain, it's because it is quite a legitimate storm. And I live on the coast, so it is quite bad here, but nevertheless, these are how the need to rearrange my whole shelf, and I really want to do a video on this, but I've just not gotten around to it. But I just wanted to show you this. Look, I got this at Flying Tiger, but I've seen like other creators from America and they've also got it, so I'm guessing it's not just exclusive to the UK or whatever. But it is a jewelry box, and I've just been using it as a sofa, and I think this is like the perfect thing to put the Bratz on, because it is so, I don't know what the word is, it is just so girly and camp and beautiful, and it just looks like something that would be in a Bratz video. Look at it. So I think I'm gonna put my Kylie Jenner doll on here, someone on here, and then I'm gonna try rearrange all this. I've gotten rid of the Liv dolls I had. I just haven't been feeling them, and they literally always fall off my shelf. They're in here at the moment. They literally always just fall off on the floor, and then my dog comes along and he stamps on them. So they've been retired for now. I don't have enough space to put all my dolls on here, so I have to be very selective with who's going on here, which is quite sad. American Girls are behind, but that's the situation we're dealing with at the moment. I start off with doing Chloe first, and I end up shampooing and conditioning her hair twice over, just because it's really grimy. It just feels like ratty and frizzy, definitely been through the wars and back, so I go through and I shampoo it twice, just because I really want to get off any grime and dirt that might be sticking on there. I think she's been sat on that shelf in the charity shop for far too long, so there's probably a lot of grit and gross things on there, so really trying to go through it and get that off. I end up boil washing her hair. Well, not really boil washing, but I put it under the hot tap for a while, and it did get quite hot, so it did something in trying to sort out the frizziness at the bottom of their hair. But I mean, the charity shop I actually got her from was a bit weird. They had live parrots in there, like proper parrots in there, just chilling out while you were making your purchases. And it was quite funny because they were just cash only, and I don't carry cash on me at all, so I had to just go up to the counter with my Bratz dolls and my outfits and whatever I had and be like, excuse me, can you please put these behind the counter while I nip across the road and get some cash out, because I just don't carry cash anymore. But I think I might need to just, I don't know, have like a £5 note in there or something, because the amount of times I go into these like little shops in the middle of nowhere or just obscure shops and they're always just like cash only, and it's like, I don't have cash on me, I've only got Apple Pay. I don't know if you can see though at the end of the clip how nice her hair was looking. Like, it was so smooth. You can, I don't know, I did the little wish of the hair, but you can actually just get your fingers through it now. And it's the same with this doll here. I ended up, this is actually a jade. I think I put a little thing at the beginning of the video where I actually identified them all, but this is a jade doll. I didn't realize it was, I don't know, but I just didn't think it was jade. I thought it was like Dana. Is that how you spell it? Dana? And I don't know, I was scouring the internet for so long trying to figure out who all these dolls were, because it's so hard, especially with like the older ones, as they become a bit more obscure and a bit less well known. It's hard to actually find out who they are. And I ended up trying to do it, I put in on Google like an image search, and it was even hard like doing that, because half the time it just came up with different ones. But finally I figured it out. This is a jade doll, and it's just shocking to me. I didn't realize this was a jade, and I think it's like a first wave jade as well, which was quite special. But interestingly though, the suggested images I found of this doll in particular, all the torsos seem to have been yellowed. I don't know whether this is just like a phenomenon with this doll in particular, but it is quite interesting that my one isn't the only one who has got a yellow torso. It's also quite hard trying to identify these dolls because they don't come in the original clothes. Like, I thought identifying Chloe it would be kind of easy because she came in the football outfit, and I was like, oh, this is for sure a football doll. But no, it wasn't. She was a hairstyling doll, and it's like, I don't know, even the outfit Jade was in, it's not even Jade's outfit, it's a completely different one. And the one that Yasmin was in, it's completely different as well. And I think that's the only downside with getting dolls second hand, like from charity shops or thrift stores or whatever, is that you can't actually, unless you're like really, really into your Bratz dolls, I don't think you can really identify them off the bat. I don't really collect Bratz dolls as such. I mean, I collect them, but I'm not really a hardcore Bratz doll collector. I kind of just go into the shops or online and I'm like, oh, she looks pretty, or oh, that one looks really cool, and then I just get them. I don't really put any thought into, oh, this is from this collection, or this is rare somehow. Like, I don't actually know. I'm just not with it up to date on my Bratz doll knowledge. I kind of just look at the ones, I'm just like, oh yeah, they look cool, I'll pick them up, and that's it. So it is quite, I really do have to go and scour through the internet to try and figure out who's who. We've moved on to Yasmin now, and I'm not sure whether these curls are her actual curls or whether they are plaited. Like, they've been plaited and they've been in there for quite a while, and now the hair is just curly. It kind of looks like that, so that's why I'm brushing it out. Usually I don't like brushing out dolls with wavy hair, but first of all, it's very knotted. As you can see, I'm putting it through the hot tap because it is very knotted and frizzy, and it looks like her hair's been in a ponytail for quite a while. But yeah, I don't really go too deep in her hair. I kind of just leave it as is and just wash it. But we swiftly move on to Miss KJ, Kylie Jenner. This doll is so beautiful. It is so stunning, and I'm so happy I actually got my hands on her, because many times these special kind of doll releases happen and either they're not available in the UK or they're just so much money. I mean, £30 I still kind of feel is quite a lot to spend on a doll, but first of all, it was a gift from my parents for my birthday, so I'm not actually paying for it myself. So I think the whole Kardashian Jenner clan is very interesting in on itself. I mean, I just find it very fascinating. Sometimes I go through periods where I'll kind of indulge in the content of theirs, like watching this show, or I don't know, sometimes bits come up on TikTok and I go down a rabbit hole, but I have to stop myself after a while because I get so like depressed and in this dark hole, because it's just like, I don't know, none of it's really real, and the whole facade of this massive empire they have, I don't know, I feel like it's so surrounded, and it kind of just comes across as quite dodgy, like you and I mean, I don't really have anywhere else to put them while they're drying. It's kind of funny, my parents come in and it's just like a load of dolls just drying out. The dolls are just chilling there while they're trying to use the toilet. We've got Chloe here, she's all dolled up and dried and clean. I did film me kind of dressing them and talking through what I did while they were still kind of fresh out of drying, but I didn't like how I filmed it. I didn't like what I was saying, so I'm redoing it. Hopefully it'll be a bit more interesting. I just feel like I sound really boring half the time. But yeah, this is how Chloe turned out. You can still see she's got a little mark by her eye, and her hair still, she's got quite a few flyaways, but I think this is just basically where she is an old doll and bits of hair is snapped off. I could just pull them out, but I don't know. I think it adds a bit of quirk and a bit of charm to having an older doll. I can't really tell you where all the pieces are from, just because, like I said, I get my dolls secondhand a lot and I pick them up from charity shops, and they aren't always dressed in their original outfits. And not only that, but I'm not really a Bratz expert, but this is what I've dressed her in. I don't know, I kind of like the outfit. I don't think these outfits are like 10 out of 10 best thing I've ever put them in, but I don't have a lot of Bratz clothes overall, so this is what I was dealing with. I'll just show you the shoes. The shoes kind of just match the top, but this is her. She's in like an oversized stand at the minute. This is just what I had spare. Her hair is, I think it turned out quite nicely, to be honest, especially from where it was quite fried and frazzled at the end. You can now actually finger brush it, get your hat, like, you know, just actually put your fingers through it, and you can comb it now without it snagging all the time. Only that, but it's smooth. It's actually it just feels nice overall. It just feels nice, and that's a long way from where she came. In particular, what I really love about this doll is the eye makeup and the eyebrows. I think they're so 2000s with this snatched kind of look with the eyebrows and the high arched with the smoky eye. It's just given so early 2000s, and I think this just really makes the doll. But yeah, overall I'm very happy with her, and she has come a long way from when I first found her looking fried and frazzled and a bit ratty in that charity shop. So I've got, oh, she nearly fell off the desk. I've got Yasmin here, and I know her hair isn't 100% picture perfect looking. However, again with Chloe, I think it has come a long way from where it was. And before I even started filming the process, I had tried sorting it out before when I tried to fix her leg issue. So this is kind of a second wash and a second comb through for her, and this is as good as I got it. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably straighten it out and get it looking 100% perfect, but she's just going to be on my shelf. I'm not really going to be taking her out and taking pictures every day, and like what I'm saying is that she doesn't really have a need to have it 100% perfect. And I think From how it looks now, it is a lot better than it was, and I'm happy with it. Even if it is a bit poofy, I think it's fine. I'm not sure where 100% of these pieces are from, what she's wearing. I know the top is from the Bratz re-release of the original characters. They came with clothes, and I think the top is from that, and I'm not sure. I think the shoes might be as well. They're just these platforms. I think her outfit, like I said, pretty simple, nothing too extravagant. I kind of like how the top matches her eye makeup. I'm not sure what's going on here. She's kind of flashing everyone. I don't know why when I put her in these trousers they didn't look like that, but oh well. She's just gonna have to flash everyone on the shelf, but it's fine. I think I'm pretty happy with how she is. Like I said, I could go 100% scrub her up and making her look perfect, but she's been in my basket to do for a while, and I've only really now gotten into it, and so I don't know. I don't really want to push myself too hard to make her look like pristine, if this makes sense. Finally, we have Jade. I'm really happy with how she's turned out. I know, again, you can see the flyaways in her hair. This is just from her being an old doll and having hair snapped off over time, just like Chloe. Again, if this really bothers me, I can just pull the little pieces out with some tweezers. But I think it gives her a bit of character as well. It just shows she's been through the walls and back, and here she is still standing strong. I think you can see a bit better now the discoloration in her body, the torso, from the rest of her. I think she looks pretty good nonetheless. I do still have the little crack in her neck. I was going to fix it with some tacky glue. I don't know if this is the best course of action, so if anyone has some tips or tricks, if there's something that works a bit better than anything else, just let me know, because I do want to fix it. I don't want her neck to get any worse. I think you could tell when I was washing her hair, I was kind of like holding her a bit funny, just because I was trying not to make the crack even worse. I mean, you do have to be a bit careful with her, but again, she is an old doll. Her hair at the back, as you can see, she's got this streak running down her hair. I've tried my best to part it, as well as Chloe's. Chloe's hair was a bit difficult to part, just because it's, I don't know, it's quite difficult, and you're trying to get even pieces of hair on each side, not make her look a bit lopsided. I think I did a pretty good job, but like I said, look at this streak in her hair. I think it's so unique to her, and it's quite cool that she's got that. Her outfit is from the Sweetheart Megan thing, the collector doll that came out. I really liked this top, and I really wanted to make sure I got it on one of the dolls. I wasn't so sure what to pair it with, so I paired it with this skirt. Hopefully it looks alright. I don't have too many outfits, so it was a bit hard to really pick something out that looked good and complemented everything else. The shoes as well are from the same collection. The skirt isn't from the collection. I don't know where this is from. But yeah, I think she looks very great overall. These flyaways though, they are a bit unruly. I'll probably fix that up in a minute. And I mean, like I said earlier, I can't believe she's a Jade doll. I thought she was, I don't know, I think with Jade's signature fringe or her bangs, I think that's, I don't know, I think that was what I was looking out for if she was a Jade doll, but obviously not all Jade dolls have the bangs, so I know now for next time. But I think this will be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you found this entertaining. I know I can ramble on sometimes. I'm very happy with how everyone turned out. If you have any recommendations or tips on how to fix this, I would be very grateful. I don't want to make it any worse, so I think I'm just going to leave her be for a bit. And I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on things down in the comments below. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.